everybody, welcome to another installment of Afterwards. I'm your host, DigitalBloxed, and happy 4th of July! You know, it is such an amazing day today, so thank you all so much for taking the time out of your barbecue to tune in. And all of those who are watching this late, I hope you didn't eat too much. Now, it is always such an amazing opportunity to be here in the studio with everyone who makes it out to come see me. But Independence Day is an important day in American history. A day when you were allowed to shoot fireworks, but now can't because of climate change. I mean, what's the whole deal with this climate change? I mean, sure, a forest could catch on fire, but that's a normal occurrence these days. So just let us shoot them fireworks into the sky and celebrate a day that changed everything around here. I mean, George Washington became the first president of the United States and the first and only independent president to this day. And I'm proud to say, I'm a true American. Sorry, what? I'm not? Oh, who told you that?
Don't you live in Lithuania, whatever it's called?
Okay, got me. Anyways, tonight we have a lot to cover. So why don't I just go over to the desk? Now, many places around the United States are opening up, such as New York, which apparently is a place. Now, New York is lifting many bans on vaccinated people gathering indoors. Such is the case with a lot of places in California. America's coming back. And you know who's also been hard at work? Rumors are spreading that Trump is going to somehow be reinstated as president again in August. And all the people who seem to be missing a brain seem to buy it. Yes, he's going to wake up one day and be sworn in as the president of the United States of My Pillows. Now, many allies to those of Trump are trying to stop him from spreading this lie, but much like California wildfires, there is no stopping it. Now, Trump has paid out millions of dollars to get recounts in states he lost, such as Georgia, Nevada, and Pennsylvania. Or the Pencil State. All of which went nowhere, which is not surprising. As a matter of fact, many times they just found more Biden votes. Now, the day Trump gets sworn in again is the day I hit the lottery. And speaking of the lottery, you better hope some business owners hit it, because a lack of food and ingredients is throwing many businesses into a downward spiral. One business in particular that is a favorite amongst many Americans is no exception to this shortage. I'm of course talking about Starbucks. Now hold on. Starbucks has had to take a lot of items off their menu due to lack of ingredients for drinks such as 2020 2 shots of Vaxachino and never-ending pumps of Quarantino. That's a drink I would get. The Witch Hunchino. I would like a venti of 2 shots of caramel that has an exact radius of 30 degrees and a temperature of 74 Fahrenheit, along with a straw that has a diameter of 3 and is no longer than 4 inches. And then finally add 200 pieces of sugar to 1/8 of the cup on a 15th millisecond of the time. And also 2 shots of espresso with oat milk, not dairy. Hold the sugar, add ice, but remove the water. Sprinkle some of the good stuff, then 5 pumps of caramel. You didn't forget sugar, did you? Then drizzle some of the caramel again, a couple shots of mocha, not the regular one, but the one made in Canada, a teardrop of a unicorn, whatever the is in a hot dog, a piece of a Ouija board, the word "the" and the U.S. Constitution, Beethoven's hair, Walt Disney's left eye, a piece of string, and then your soul. And just throw out the whole drink and give me a black coffee. Thank you. Also, the name is Janice. Now, a lot of experts are saying that from the years-long COVID pandemic, we're just seeing all of the effects of it now. And what a damn good way to ruin it. Listen, COVID, I don't like you, but I've dealt with you for almost 2 years, and now everything is opening back up. You just have to be like, hi, you thought you were done with me? Listen here, you little bitch. You better cut your shit and let us get back to how life was before you moved in. Jiminy Crickets. So, there's been one group who has been hard at work against Joe Biden. And surprisingly, it's not the far-left conservative Nazis. Instead, the Catholic Church bishops are trying to prohibit Joe Biden from being able to receive communion. What? This is being pushed because of Biden's stance on abortion and being for it, and possibly for trying to defund Planned Parenthood. Now, churches, particularly Catholic churches, have this First Amendment of separation of church and government that prevents them from being taxed. So I only wonder, when will we do something about this? I mean, come on, Biden is the second Catholic president, a liberal. Well, not a liberal, but a Democrat. And they want to yank his communion? I mean, when did church become so political? Which reminds me of a new political party in the US, the Catholic Church bishops against Joe Biden. But let's be honest, that's just a super PAC. It gets way worse. Some news you may have missed is that the sack of SCOTUS, the Supreme Court, had unanimously ruled that the NCAA is barring student athletes from education-related benefits is illegal and breaks antitrust laws. Now, with the original law in place, it made it near impossible for student athletes to get money for such items like musical instruments, postgraduate scholarships, tutoring, and academic awards. Which is absurd. And you know what else is absurd? Bill Cosby's release from federal prison. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. The man literally served only 2 years in prison, but had allegations of his rape crimes for decades. You know, I love living in a country where a man convicted with rape can be sent home while a female singer has to be under daddy's watch 24/7 due to no fault of her own. Well, I'm looking forward to Bill Cosby's newest shows like Bill Cosby, Life in Prison. Kids spot out rape, and my personal favorite, I Rape. Now, folks, we need to take a commercial break, but coming up, I have released a new, fresh, out-of-the-oven segment, Real News. And later, a performance by a musical genius that I, let's say, borrowed and kept him against his will. So, we'll be right back.
Add the luxury of 8 speakers to the smooth power of 141 horses to the richness of leather trim. Introducing a new Galant with HomeLink, an exclusive new system that opens the door and lights the way to a new level of meaningful luxury. From Mitsubishi, the new thinking in automobiles.
This is fat-free Jell-O instant pudding. The box says it's fat-free, but let's see what my taste buds have to say. The box says fat-free, but my taste buds say it's too good to be fat-free. And I believe my taste buds. I've known them longer. Fat-free Jell-O pudding. Dessert is back, and it's fat-free.
Mon disque dur est plein.
Oh,
Il faut que j'archive 500 MB ou je suis fichu.
oh, ça c'est embêtant. J'ai entendu dire qu'il travaillait sur un nouveau procédé laser pour stocker de l'information.
Le laser Qui fait ça?
Ah, IBM. Oui, IBM. Ils disent même qu'on pourra stocker 10 fois plus de données. Alors,
C'est incroyable.
Hey, welcome back! Now, recent news came to us that the presidential rankings have been released. And if you're wondering, no, Trump did not come in last. However, he is ranked as the 4th worst president of the United States. So congratulations to all you Trump fans. I mean, 4th place isn't that bad, but from that graphic, he's either the 4th or the 2nd. Take your pick. Now, if you know me, you know just how much I love real news. Well, sometimes I like to open up a website like Patriot News and turn on the TV to Fox News and have my brain become very, very stupid. Now, within doing so, I have seen a few topics of choice come up on their programming that I thought I would share along with you, my viewers. So because of that, it's time for my all-time favorite segment, Real News! Let's begin. Do you know why the chicken crossed the road? He crossed the road because the Democrats stuffed his feathers with a bunch of Trump ballots. Thank you. What do you call a table with a broken leg? An illegal alien coming to vote in the US primaries to re-elect every Democrat on the ballot. And my personal favorite, the true meaning of the 4th of July. So it all started on a cold night in November when Uncle Sam said that he should be getting home from the saloon because he drank a little too much. Well, his good friend Santa Claus was hanging with him, and he tried to persuade him to sit back down and throw down some more drinks with his friend Satan. Well, Uncle Sam knew that it was just wrong to be hanging out with Satan for so long. He would rather just hang out with Santa, but everywhere Santa went, Satan just happened to go. Now Uncle Sam was making his way out of the saloon, going by Santa, but he was stopped at the door by General Ford. Mr. Ford was trying to persuade Santa to let Uncle Sam go, but Satan said he didn't want to be alone with Santa because he just wasn't so fun on his own. So anyways, Santa decided to blow up the building, and then Charles Manson stopped by to find his favorite saloon had blown up. This made Charles Manson very mad, so he robbed a bank being run by Bill Gates. Mr. Gates was not having it, so he called up his friend Abraham Lincoln, who came down running to the scene along with Teddy Roosevelt. While this was happening, we got breaking news from Rachel Maddow about a leak within the Trump Organization. Within the Trump Organization, we see Ted Cruz walking away with sacks of money and nobody's stopping him. Where is Satan? We finally go back to the destroyed saloon to fight Satan. The Tooth Fairy, Charles Manson, President Barack Obama, President George Bush, Sir Paul McCartney, Stevie Wonder, Homer Simpson, Ludwig van Beethoven, Steve Jobs, Mario, Luigi, Sonic, Villager, Tom Nook, Mr. Burns, and Bugs Bunny sing the national anthem. And thus, Nacho Tuesday was born. And that's real news. Period. We'll be right back with a performance by AnimalBot99. So don't jack off furry porn yet.
Good morning, guys.
Just when you think your diarrhea medicine is working,
Oh, boy. What's wrong?
it can let you down. But you can count on Imodium AD to stop diarrhea, often in just one dose, instead of dose after dose, more than a third of a bottle of the pink stuff. And Imodium AD is even better than the leading prescription.
I told you we should have stopped for Imodium AD.
Imodium AD, one dose relief you can count on.
AT&T, this is Matt.
AT&T True USA Savings.
Yes, sir.
Bottom line it for me.
Just make $25 in calls a month and we'll subtract 20% off your AT&T bill.
Yeah, but 20% off calls to whom?
To anybody.
Anybody, or just certain anybody?
Yeah, absolutely anybody in the U.S. It's our best program
What
ever.
about Martians?
Calls to people on Mars?
No. Martians living in the U.S.
Oh, sure, to them too.
Really?
AT&T True USA Savings. Save 20% to anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Your true voice.
Come on. You want one?
Surely you jest. One bite and all my composure is lost.
We'd help you find it.
You asked for it.
Well,
Please. I'm reeling from the milk chocolate as it melts in my mouth.
not in your hand. Or glove.
I'm soaring from the fresh roasted peanuts and bedazzling shell. I'm giddy. You didn't notice?
Notice what? What is she talking about? I don't know, but that is one heavy bowl.
We're the scrubbing bubble.
In the new trigger sprayer.
Yeah, he's our new trigger sprayer.
There's only one trigger that gives you scrubbing bubbles. Dow's new trigger sprayer. It has us foaming and clinging instead of running like other triggers, easily removing dirt and soap scum. Dow Bathroom Cleaner's new trigger sprayer. The only trigger with scrubbing bubbles.
We work hard so you don't have to.
Chances are, 'cause I wear a silly grin the moment you come into view. Chances are you think that I'm in love with you.
Fall in love with a Mexican pizza all over again. Now just 99 cents when you buy a large drink. That's over $1 off.
Hey folks, you know we love music on this show. That's why I've been hiding a musical genius behind bars, and tonight he makes his late night TV debut here on my show. He'll be performing Getting Better, which was written by the all-time greats, the Beatles. So please give a warm welcome to AnimalBot99. His album Symphony No. 2 is out whenever he wants it to be. AnimalBot99. We'll be right back.
It's in a touch of sun, a blanket of dew. It's the best of times and it's all for you.
No one celebrates the season like Big Kmart with the new Martha Stewart patio collection, the latest Sesame Street and Tom McCann styles, and the newest looks and colors, all at incredible values.
BK, now that's a home run.
You should see us now, Big K.
Sorry. Lot's full.
Oh, what about those spaces?
They're reserved for cars with advanced integrated driving systems.
What?
See that Seville? It's got the North Star system. So much control, it can almost read your thoughts. Can you read my thoughts?
You're telling me I can't park here?
You're a very perceptive man.
Seville with the North Star system. Now just $549 a month. Seville, it's what's next.
There are meters out front.
Today, a teenager in Madrid and a teenager in Atlanta discovered an international language, boys. Today, Don Reed found the mutual fund that will put his kids through college. Some new roommates in Boston found their first piece of furniture. Tony Ramos made his latest dance mix available to techno fans worldwide. And Charles Beckman got in touch with his high school sweetheart 60 years after their first kiss. Snap.com.
On any road, in any kind of weather, you can find yourself out of luck with a flat tire. But not with this tire. Even with no air pressure, you keep driving to safety. Goodyear AquaSteel Run Flat. It could be the difference between finding yourself out of luck or finding the safe way home. AquaSteel Run Flat, only from Goodyear.
Well, that's pretty much it for the 4th of July show. tune in next week, which, let's be honest, will be next month. But we'll see. In the meantime, I would say stay safe, go get the vaccine, wear a mask, or don't, whatever you want to do with it. I say light it on fire. I heard that gets the virus away from the mask. Somehow. But yeah, other than that, thank you all for tuning in, and good night!